We're just going to briefly look at the if statement where you have a nested if. We went through that on a previous video, but we're going to have a look at it again in an actual spreadsheet. Excuse me. You may remember that we used this spreadsheet in the examples in the PowerPoint I showed you. Now, I'll just go through them again. The first question is, am I going out? Well, the options are, yes, I'm going out to a restaurant, yes, I'm going to a friend's house, or no, I'm staying at home. In which case, if I go to a restaurant, I need to dress up. If I go to a friend's house, I need to wear jeans. And if I stay at home, I just put my sweatpants on and watch TV. Now, these all work with the same formula that you can see here. Because if I copy this down into this area here, you can see it changes automatically. And if I pop it back again, it goes back to being jeans. Now, how does this work? Well, the first thing we need to see here is there's a logical test. As with all if statements, it's before the first comma. So it's saying here for this particular line, if the value of C12, which is this cell here, is yes, then do the value if true statement. And that is after the first comma and before the second comma here. But you see there's a whole set of parentheses there with commas in itself. In fact, if you look closely, there's a whole if statement inside the area which is the value if true area. The value if false area has sweatpants in. So basically, if C12 didn't have yes in it, if it had no or anything else, in fact, then it would say sweatpants. But because it's got sweatpants, because it's got yes in it, it has to do the value of true because it returns true because yes is there. Is it true that yes is in there? Yes, it is true. So do the true bit, which is here. So it has to come and evaluate this second if statement. So it says, okay, well, if D22 is restaurant, D12 is restaurant, is equal to restaurant, then do the next bit that's true. See, it just repeats itself. I click in here, here's the logical test again. And the value of true is dressed up. So that's why we have dress up written in that square when we're not looking at the code, because it's true that says restaurant. And if it doesn't say restaurant, it says jeans. Now, one of the things that I wanted to show you, and I alluded to in the PowerPoint presentation that I recorded, is that it doesn't have to be just words in here. You can have a mixture. So what I put in here is you've got some restaurant money and you've got some pizza money, and what's going to happen is that you need to take with you some restaurant money if you're going to the restaurant, and some pizza money if you're going to a friend's house, so you can both have a pizza. So how do we do this? So we look for dressed up. We just change the text here. Dress up and take space, put the $sign in because it's not going to take that across, and then we put here, still before that comma, see, we put another space in, and we go and, as in ampersand, because we can't, if you put plus in, you're going to try and add the money in H12 to a word, and that can't happen. But if you put an ampersand in instead of a plus sign, it does something called concatenation. It just adds whatever's in H12 to the end of whatever you're writing. So if I do that now and press enter, and we go back up again, you can see it now says dress up and take $95. And here we can do the same. It'll say we can say where space genes. Oops, go back. Go back one more. And take space $, go the other side of the double inverted commas, space ampersand space H13, enter. So you can see that now the logic is saying, does it say yes in C13? C13 says yes. So I must go and do whatever it is in the value if true area, which is highlighted there. There's the value if true area. So if D13 says restaurant, then we have to say dress up. In this one, we haven't copied it down, have we? So we really need to change them both. But never mind for now. Well, you can see if D13 gives restaurant, we say dress up. However, it doesn't say restaurant. It says so we have to do what's in the value if false area, and that's the value if false area of here, which is where genes and take and whatever's written in H13. Okay, so I really need to copy that if I can, and move it up just to make them even. So if I take that like that, Control C it, and go up to the next one, and just instead of where it says genes, I paste it in to where genes and take H13. So that should now say, if I change that to anything other than restaurant, friend. Oop, that's not right, is it? Dear me, it's all gone wrong. Okay, I'm just going to edit that. Friend, enter. Now it says where jeans and take $20. Whereas if I go to back to it being a restaurant, it's dress up and take $95. So you see how it's working. So that's a nested if. This if statement here, the value if true here, is nested inside the rest of this statement. If you pull it down, it's taking up further longer than it should now. Okay, I hope that makes sense. There's this if statement here, the one that's highlighted, will work independently. Okay, we could copy that, and we could move it anywhere else, and it would work as its own if statement. And as I said in the other presentation, we can paste if statements inside each other, which helps us to build these nested ifs. So this is a nested if.